Hello, my name is Ann. Uh, Vision accomplished. 30 Days to Live, Arthur. So, I've recently embarked upon a new journey, and this is not a makeup tutorial, none of that. Today, that's just what I feel like doing. And, that'll give me something to do while I'm just playing in makeup. Nothing serious. But, I wanted to talk about my bariatric journey, which I just began last Monday on the 24th, and why I did what I did, and what was the basis for my decision. October 4th, and let me do some background. I have no problem with my shape. I have no problem with my size. I think I am absolutely lovely and amazing and beautiful. I ain't got no problems with none of that. Never have. Matter of fact, when I walk past the mirror and watch this big old booty go by, yeah, baby, it's a wonderful sight. But what happened October the 4th, my body had decided that it could no longer, my frame could no longer handle the weight that it was carrying. So it gave me a wonderful notification, being that of when I woke up the next morning, I could barely move. From that, it went from, they thought I had some nerve damage in my back. Still to this day, don't know how I got it. To just barely being able to move. So going through physical therapy, all kind of pain management, nothing was really working. I had become essentially a prisoner of my own body. And it hurt to just move, do basic things like get in my own truck, do stuff like go upstairs. That kind of stuff hurt. It really, really hurt, to the degree of where it was taking me, whereas it used to take me like maybe 5 minutes, 2-3 minutes going up my stairs. It was now taking me 30 minutes because of the pain, and because I couldn't take the pain anymore. The pain was bad. So, pain shots, steroid shots, all of that. It came to the point of where it was like, I need to do something, and I need to do, put too much of that there. I need to do something. I need to do something like right now, like right away, because I can't live like this. It was to the point of where literally me going into work, I was crying. And I ain't talking about no sniffle. I'm talking big crocodile tears. And so it came to the point where it's like the hip is too bad. You can't salvage it. Oh, that got real dark real fast, didn't it? The hip is too bad, and it's got to go. So, thinking nothing of it, it was like, all right, let's see an orthopedic surgeon. Let's talk about getting this hip replaced. That's another disclaimer. I am not a makeup artist. I just do what I do for me, what I like for me. I can't give you no tips because I don't know nothing in that area. I just do what I do. So went to the orthopedic surgeon, sitting in his wonderful office, feeling hopeful. My physician had told me already. She was like, if you don't do something soon, and she had been talking to me about bariatric surgery, and I was, like, no, I can do this on my own. Well, all the while, I guess I could have, because when it came down to it, I was able to start losing the weight. But by this time, I had run out of time. My body just can't handle any more weight. It's got to go. So, went to the went to the orthopedic surgeon, and he looks at me and he goes, well, these hips are going to have to be replaced. He said, but I'll just be honest with you. Your weight is an issue, and I really don't want to touch you because at this point, because of your weight, those types of hip replacements or whatever are not meant to bear the weight that you have. Now my feelings is hurt, devastated. He said, but I can offer you a cane or a walker. I'm 46 years old. He said, I can offer you a cane and a walker. And he said, we can do a procedure where we can put I think it was cortisol or something in your joints. He said, but then there's always the risk that it could go wrong and just a bunch of other stuff. So I sat there in that office feeling kind of let down and really pitiful. And him echoing, yeah, the hips are going to have to go. He said, maybe not today, but they are going to have to go. Okay, fine. So I left the doctor's office, talked to my doctor, and we started making the moves in order to get the bariatric surgery done. I met for my consultation. Very nice doctor. Dr. Katz is just absolutely amazing. And walked to the office tearful, just crying, because I did not want to do this. I did not select bariatric surgery because I just decided that I wanted to lose weight. That was not why I did what I did. I was happy at my size. I'm still happy. Matter of fact, one of the emotional things that I endured was an identity crisis of, dang, I've been big all my life. I don't know what to do with nothing less than. So, fast forwarding, got to do the surgery last Monday. And I got up this morning thinking that I would do this video, and here's why. There's a lot that goes into this. This is not an easy decision at all. Not at all. This decision took great back and forth. Because one day I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then the next day I was like, no, I don't want to do this. Then the next day it was just like, no, I can do it by myself. But one thing about me, pain will drive me. And since I kept finding myself every day, the pain was getting worse. Every day, feeling like I could barely hold my own body weight up. I knew something had to give. It had to be done. It was no longer an issue of, oh, well, we'll try it another way. No, that was not an option anymore. It was, as I like to say, it was go time. And at go time, it was just, I'm just out of options. I ran out of options in regards to this vessel that God gave me charge over, that I really just didn't take the best care of. And it's not necessarily from the weight, it's from years of dancing and not protecting my feet and not protecting my joints and not wanting to warm up because it took too long. So I'm paying a price that I paid dearly. But there's a few things about bariatric surgery, if you've done it or if you're considering it, that I think every single person considering it should know. This is not a walk in the park. This is not an end all to be all. This is not a fix all. It's not none of that. Absolutely, it's not none of that. It's painful. I'm only 1 week post-op. I went to laugh earlier and almost folded like a pretzel. It's not. It's yeah. Yeah. It's not easy. It takes a lot mentally. Can you do it by yourself? Probably. But it takes a good support system. Like right now, my family, they're taking care of me hand and foot. So they come over every day and tend to me and make sure that I have what I need and carry broth and up and down the stairs. It takes a lot mentally. The expectation is that once you had a surgery, the weight just gonna start flying off. That was not my experience. I had some technical difficulties in the hospital. My sugar dropped to 30. They couldn't keep it up. And they did everything that they could possibly do to try to keep it up. My potassium dropped, my magnesium dropped. And so they required a whole heck of a lot of different IVs for different things, which adds on to water weight. I put way too much of this on. That's what I get for trying to multitask. But Yeah, it took a lot. The wake up to the pain, the realization that whoa, what happened? Why did it happen? What have I done? The wake up to the physical of seeing myself, of seeing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 6, 5 or 6 holes that have been closed on your body, which I took pride in having a body that I had no scars on. One of the holes was a very deep one. Looked almost like I had 2 belly buttons, which as of today is, filled out, but it just looked bad to me. The other thing is the constant having to try to keep liquids in and keep your protein up. I'm only 1 week out and I'm finding myself having difficulties. And this is something else I want to add. And for whatever reason, if you're watching this video, or if you're, just being nosy or whatever, every heavy set person or every big person is not big because all they're doing is sitting and eating. That is not true. Everybody's story is not my 600-pound life. It is not. The diet for me is no issue. And the reason why is I was never an eater anyway. So I could go days, 2, 3 days without eating. Hours. Food wasn't my thing. Sorry. And that's the other thing. Like, you come out of surgery with things you didn't have. So, like, I consistently, for whatever reason, my nose just drips. And we don't know why. So, you come out of surgery with... For me, the first thing that I noticed was my throat hurt really bad, and that was from them while you're sleeping, they intubate you, or whatever the word is. I probably got it wrong, so I'm sure if somebody's watching, they'll correct me. The other thing that you wake up with is pain. Now, I belong to a few support groups, and in a lot of them, some of them go, "Oh no, I didn't have any pain at all," and then some of them say, "I thought I was gonna die." I don't think I was quite gonna die, but I was at the point of where, if they had to took my pain pills away, I don't know if I would have survived. That would not have been. Oh Lord, ouch! God, that was not an option for me. Don't take my pain meds. Keep them coming on this IV, and don't stop until I tell you to stop. The other thing is if you've been a person who's been pretty much healthy and you've never ever been in a hospital, it's different, because now you wake up to having to depend on people, which for me was hard because I'm used to doing everything for myself. I wanted to get up and take a bath. That wasn't happening. They don't want you taking a bath. So it's a whole lot of things that go into it other than just food. It's your emotional state, how you're going to handle things emotionally, if you can handle it emotionally. I know for myself, today was a bit of a struggle for me because I kind of feel like I don't think people tell the full truth of their experience, because I don't remember hearing anybody or through any of the, I just don't remember seeing anybody go. And I like to pride myself sometimes on, studying and researching things. Because this wasn't no overnight decision. This wasn't no decision I just woke up and was like, gee, yeah, this is what we're going to do. No, this took me some time to make this decision. Because not only am I affected, but my family would be affected because they would have to help. Another thing that you should be prepared for is your relationships will change. Some of the people that you think are going to be there and going to be there steadfast may not be there. And it may not be anything against you. It may just be that they have a storm of their own and they can't handle it. for me, kind of just trying to digest what I thought should have happened or thought was going to happen versus what I deal with. My family has been amazing. I can say I could not have asked for a more dedicated family to help me on this journey, because they have gone, God, above and beyond of what I could have ever imagined, thought, dreamed, needed. They've been on it. It's been nothing that I haven't asked for that they haven't tried to make happen. And I'm grateful for that. But these are things also that you have to, or that you should take into consideration, is your support system. And please don't think that because people don't show up or don't do what you feel they should do, that they don't care. That's not true. And that's not fair, because everybody has their own life. So you have to also, as much as you want people to be tolerant of you while you're going through, you have to be tolerant with them as well. So keep that in mind before you start making Facebook posts about who ain't there for you or whatever. Just be mindful. They got some storms too that they fighting. And you may not even know nothing about the storms that they dealing with. They may not have told you. They just try to be there for you as best they can. And the rest is whatever. So just keep that in mind. Keep in mind that there will be some days when you will have some food that you want to eat that you can't eat, and it will be frustrating. It will be absolutely frustrating. Today is Memorial Day. Today is Memorial Day, so for me, my entire family is in one location. Enjoying the festivities, or however you want to call it. My hand wipes. So they're enjoying the festivities, and I am here. And it's not because they weren't willing to come get me. It's because I just knew I wasn't well enough or in a position to where I could go without taking away from someone else's fun. So I just opted out. So these are the things that, you want to think about the holidays. You want to think about the timing of it all. You want to think about, is this really for me? Is there another way? For me, one of my moments of sadness was, could I have done this another way? Could I have figured out how to have lost this weight on my own, big girl style, and been okay? That is one of my daily struggles. Did I make the right decision? Now, mind you, I'm still 5 days out. No, 7. Today's the 8th day. So these are discussions that I'm still having with myself. So when I go to lay down across my bed and it hurts because the incisions are still there, I'm still, dang, did I do the right thing? Could I have done this another way? And I know this video is really long, but I just felt like for people who are considering, and I'm not saying any of this to tell you not to. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying to you what I wish, the stories that I wish somebody had said to me. Because far too often that I found with bariatric surgery, we see the start weight and the finish weight, and we think, hey, cool, that's the move for me. And we don't think about, nor do we take into consideration that everything or anything they may have gone through in the middle. the pain of laying there at night, or like this morning I had an episode, and I know this video is long and I gotta, start trimming it down. But this morning I had an episode of where I didn't eat fast enough because I'm not used to eating. I'm not used to getting up and the first thing on my mind being, dang, what, you got to eat something today. That's not how I roll. Even at work, they used to have to fuss at me and be like, Miss Tally, did you eat today? Did you? And I'd be like, no, I'm not hungry. And I sincerely wasn't. Food has never been my thing. Why I'm this size, I don't know. It's nothing short of a majestic miracle and questionnaire. I don't know why I'm this size. There was a surgeon, a doctor that came in to, I guess I should have had my makeup desk set up before I started this. But he came into the room and talked to me and the young lady that was in with me. And his whole thing was, you're here because you eat too much. It's like, no, bro, no, player, that's not what happened here. That's not how this went. But in his mind, because he had, I guess at some point in his life, been a bariatric patient, and his struggle was overeating, he naturally assumed that ours was too. But I don't know what his issue was. If I don't see that man ever again, it'd be too soon, personally, if you ask me. And sad part is, he was a nice man that really thought he was doing us a favor, or thought he was helping us. But he had succumbed to the other side of Skinnyville, where everybody thinks because you see somebody who has a little weight on them, where did my brushes go? That they are my 600-pound life candidates, or they have overly indulged. Every time you look at them, like they just trying to find something to eat. And that's not true. And it's not fair to think that you have people who have real legitimate medical issues that have caused some, some parts of them not to function like they should, or like everybody else's does. So be mindful of that. But I just wanted to take a moment and share. And just share because I find that people have a real tendency to try to, I don't know, make it seem like they understand why you did what you did. And I'm of the mindset where, no, you don't. And yes, I can articulate to you why I did it. But even in that, there are bits and pieces of it, of why I did what I did, that you may never know. I just know I couldn't take the pain anymore. And so, whereas most people, when they came in after the surgery, their thing is, well, girl, think about what you're going to look like in a few months. Well, I was fly now. I was happy with where I am now. I'm sexy now. This person that, this skinny person that everybody keeps trying to, I don't know, raise up. I don't know that I know how to deal with that person. I don't know yet. We're going to find out. I guess we'll find out together. But this has been my journey. It is the beginning of a new life. And if I can sound crazy, a whole new world. Literally. A whole new world. Literally a whole new world for me. New clothes. New way of eating. Making myself eat when I don't feel like it. That was today's lesson. Making myself feel like eating when I don't feel like it, or else you will be sick. It took me from, I think it was 10 o'clock this morning, when I started feeling like crap, to whatever time it is now, to finally get some sense of, whew, Jesus, I'm not finna die. At least not today. So just be mindful and know that this is not the end all to be all. This is a journey. And it's going to be a journey. And it's going to take some time. And you're going to have to adjust. Just like I'm trying to adjust. I'm trying to adjust as to what my future is going to look like. What my tomorrow is going to look like. Am I going to still have my behind? Because I like my behind. I like having a big booty. I got women paying for what I got. I mean, there are women paying for what I got. So, thinking about those little things that, you normally don't think of, because everybody thinks that every person that is plus size, they are under the impression that they are that way, and they are desperate to lose the weight, and they desperately want to be thin. And that's not everybody's story, y'all. It's just not. So I guess I've rambled on long enough. It's just some things that I think for people who are considering it, I think they need to know. And I think somebody, and not to say that anybody didn't tell me, I don't know if it's I didn't listen or I didn't notice. One of the two, only the Lord knows. But I do know at this stage, at this juncture, that would I do it again? At this point, I didn't have much of a choice. Or at least there wasn't a choice that presented itself to me that would make me say, oh, well, if we ain't got to do that. We can do this. Because like I said, I just couldn't take the pain. But here's the kicker. I've had the surgery, and the pain I still have to endure, because it's still a process. It's still a process. It's still a process of the weight coming off. Oh, this is another thing they don't tell you. They're not going to tell you that you are probably under the impression, if you're watching this, that the weight going to come right off. It's going to start flying. Well, I'm 5 days out. No, wait, let's see. I got home from the hospital. My surgery was last Monday. I got home Thursday, 1 pound heavier than when I went in. And as of today, I've only lost 5 pounds. And even though I know I should be thankful for those 5 pounds, and I am, but in my little mind, I think it should have been more. But at this stage, what can I do? Because I'm already in it. I can't go undo it. So now, I just have to ride this out. Which some days, other days have been easier than this. Today has just not been so easy. And also, I'm a family girl. And the thought of being separated from my family has today, I think, kind of taken its toll on me, because we are used to holidays, being together and being around one another. And my whole family is, elsewhere, and I'm here trying to figure out what in the whole hell I've done with my life. I don't know if you can say hell or not on YouTube. We're going to find out, ain't we? Clean that up. I'm making more of a mess. But just take your time. Be informed in whatever decision you decide to make. And know that nobody else has the right to make you do anything. And you have to do what is absolutely best for you. Because at the end of the day, just like me, ain't nobody else sitting here. It's just me. So at the end of the day, you have to make sure that when you're sitting by yourself, doing whatever you're doing, that you are absolutely at peace with whatever decision you chose to make. Because there are going to be people to challenge you. You're going to have people to tell you you're taking the easy way out. Me losing the weight the other way was the easy way. This, ain't nothing easy about this. It ain't nothing, no kind of easy about this here. The pain, the agony, I recently found out people have done this more than once. And I'm just looking like, how'd they survive? Because I'm I'm on my one go round. And I'm barely, I'm being a big old baby. And I'm always been one that everybody's like, you're so strong. You're so strong. This one here, this almost took me out the game, okay? And yes, I'm strong. Yes, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Got it. Checkmate. Bing, bang, boom. Got it. That's, I understand it. I do. Got my scriptures, got my Bible, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, when you are by yourself and in the middle of the night, the questions will come. The questions will come. Was this extreme necessary? Did I do the right thing? The questions will come. They will come. As sure as today is Monday, Memorial Day, the questions will come. You will have the questions. And you will hope that you made the right, informed decision for your life. And there will be days like me today when you will question, did I get this one right or did I miss the ball? Because this morning, I really thought I missed the ball. Because I was like, was this worth it? Is it worth it? While I'm standing in the mirror looking at all these bruises all over my body because of them making every effort to make sure that I'm okay. These are the questions that you're going to have. And that's normal. And that's natural. And don't let anybody make you feel any different. It's normal. It's natural for you to feel these things. This is the other thing. And I know I'm pushing 33 minutes. This is the other thing. People are going to make this surgery seem like it's just a run-of-the-mill. It's simple. This is not. No. Well, I ain't got nothing else to do today. Let me go get bariatrics. Heck no. That's not what this is. Absolutely not. It's not. It's not what this is. This is a whole life decision that not only is inclusive of you, it's inclusive of you and everybody attached to you. Your family, your friends, my dog,